Hey everybody, Mark from Overlook Valley Homestead. Today I'm tearing down part of this old shed here. I put it up years ago for a calf stall. Did good for what I was using it for, but I don't need it anymore. It's kind of an eyesore, so we're gonna get rid of it. I should have probably started the video when I first started doing this, but I didn't. So as you see, I've already took a couple pieces of tin off. So we're going to take the rest of the tin off, take the top off, take the rafters and wood down that's left there, and pretty much that'll be it. It's just a little video of letting you know what I'm doing here on the homestead. So, okay, there's many ways you could probably do this, but this is just old tin. So I decided to it's nailed on. So I'm just going to take a hammer and beat it from the backside and knock the tin off. It's not got a whole lot of nails in it. So like I say, when I put it up, it was temporary, and it's time to take it down. So this has got to go. This is an eyesore to me, anyways, and it may not bother anybody else. But I have talked before about I'm moving my shop, which is the building behind that, into my barn, and my barn is going to be barn / shop. I'm going to take this building down because it's not tall enough to begin with. It was a one of those carports that you buy. It's only 7 foot tall on the edges and 8 foot tall in the center, and I poured concrete in it, so that took 6 inches or so, and it's just not a lot of height room in it, and it's not big enough for all my junk. So I'm gonna move my shop out to the barn, and I'm gonna take this building, the frame of it and the metal around it, and I'm gonna put it out in the pasture, just in case the cows want to walk under it or whatever. Most of the time they won't go under shelter, they go to the woods. I had a sheltered area and they didn't care anything about it. They go to the woods every time it snowed or rained or whatever. So that's their shelter area of choice. So and it's cedar trees, so it is pretty sheltered down there. You can go in there in those woods when it's raining, or and it'll be dry in there. So anyways, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I ain't got no special way about doing this or anything. I'm just getting rid of it. All right. Really old metal. It's really thick. That's the kind of metal that people like to get and build all these vintage things for. You can buy a piece of metal in Walmart like that, about a foot long, cost you $5. I got several feet of it. I wonder if they want to buy it. It really wasn't a whole lot to that. I'm gonna take the top off and the rest of this structure down till I get back to there. The building you see here it's a smaller area where Sarah keeps her tiller and garden tools, because it goes out to the garden. So I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm sure when I do all the changes of moving my shop, I'm gonna have to build her some kind of little building. Which actually, I have already built her one over here, but it's full. It's got tillers and lawnmower and like, I guess maybe all homesteaders, we collect junk. This area where I'm standing, when I started this project, it was junk, and I went through it and got what I thought I might need, and the stuff that was here that I haven't used in a long time, or didn't feel I had a need for, it got gone. It got jumped. So back at it. I guess we should just call this Demolition Day. And it did leave some wood. You know, there will be a little bit that will probably be repurposed for another project. So stack that here with the 10. This is just part of an old fence panel that we use for a gate. When I first built this, I might have said it already. The whole reason for building it was to have a place to raise baby calves, and so we needed a gate to get them in and out. It really worked good. At first it was just one big stall, and then I put a gate in the middle, or a piece of fencing in the middle, and made 2 stalls out of it because we needed more room. So back at it. Now, I'm guessing that piece of wood has seen all it's going to see for its life. That's a bad thing. When you put wood against dirt, that's what happens. So if it's something that you're planning to be there for years and years and years, you might want to put some kind of barrier in between it. Like I told you earlier, I knew this would be temporary, so this piece of wood gets to go to the junk pile. Actually, we'll probably just cut this up and use it for kindling in the heater. These fence panels, I'll probably have to hide them, because if not, Sarah have them in her garden. They're really handy though, which I'll let her have them if she wants them, but they're really handy about letting your plants grow up them. Tomatoes, all kinds of stuff. If you watched any of our garden videos, you've noticed that we've got some of that in our garden already, and it works really good. What I was telling you about the repurposed lumber, this is a piece of repurposed lumber that we use from something else, but it's a piece of popular wood that's come from a popular tree, and lasts a while, but same thing, the end of it's rotted, but we still can get 5 or 6 feet out of it if we need it. More than likely this will probably go to the kindling pile too, but for right now we'll lay it right here. Okay, next step is I'm going to get up here and take the tin off the top of it, so I got to go get my drill and we'll get started on that. Okay, I got my drill and I had to go get my drink. You know, you can't do any project without something good to drink, so I've been out here for a couple hours working on all this, so I figured that I had earned it. So all right, let's get started. Because the rafters I put in this tent is so wide, there is a potential of falling through this. So I only weigh like 180 pounds, but it doesn't matter, I can still fall through. So I'm trying to be as careful as I can and be aware and ready to jump. This is only 7-8 foot tall. I'd probably stand a jump like it if I have to. So if you're doing this, be careful. If possible, try to make sure you got somebody else with you to help you out to get in the jam. I've done many things like this, so I feel pretty okay with doing it by myself. And Sarah's just right in the house, and if I make too loud a racket, she'll be right out. She'll hear me. So we're almost done, and we'll get these last few screws off, get this tin off, and then we'll tear the rest of the woodwork down. Okay, I just want to show you one thing. One mistake that I made when I was building this, it wasn't a mistake, I used what I had. So, is the screws that I screwed the tin with. Of course, they don't have rubber gaskets and all that, but it was just temporary. But I used a 5/16 head screw. Normal metal screws are a 1/4 inch head. And there's a bit that is that you use with those. That bit, and inside of that bit there's a magnet which helps you get the screws out. So it also helps you hold them while you put them in. So that's just something to think about if you're putting on metal. Normally you wouldn't put this kind of screws to hold metal on the top, but I had to use what I had. And you know, I actually had to build this pretty quick. I got a call, and the guy said, I'm going to bring you your calf, which was our first calf here on the farm. Curly, and he says it's gonna be 2 days. So I think I throw this up in like 2 days. So it's definitely takes longer to build something like that than it does to tear it apart. But anyways, I'm gonna get the rest of this wood down. One demolished building, it's gone. Now I got a mess to clean up, but I think that the first part of tearing down the old shop is complete. So other than the cleanup, so thank y'all for hanging out with me and watching this video. I know it's a little long, but this was temporary fixture. I throwed it up, so please be kind about your comments about it, because you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So that's what we did. The way we do things here on Overlook Valley Homestead is we use what we got, and we do what we have to do with what we got. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe to our page if you hadn't done that. And thank you for coming and hanging out with us today. God bless you.